World Championships here, the Australians. As we get to the style of Bradley Wiggins.
Such a long year he's had.
He has.
Quite traumatic for him as well.
So Bradley Wiggins, the gold medal winner for the individual pursuit. He's also a current world record holder and gold medal winner for the team pursuit. And he's now riding very, very smoothly here. Good start by Bradley Wiggins as the next rider arrives here in the finishing funnel. This is František Rabon, I should say. Here he comes. Top 10 finish here at this stage for Rabon, certainly. Eighth at the moment then for Rabon.
Well, I think Bobridge may keep that fastest time at the first check, but everybody who arrives within 15 seconds of him is in touch, and Wiggins does just that. 9.78 seconds behind.
Yeah, he's the arrival of Wiggins. So it's a good start in the early stages by Wiggins, and a lovely cornering technique as well. Now then, this is the face of David Miller of Great Britain, just getting himself ready for the start of his time trial. David Miller rolls out of the starting house. Gold medal winner in the Commonwealth Games in New Delhi, and also winner of the silver medal last year in the World Championships to Cancellara. So a good start there by David Miller. We come back to look, here at Vestra of the Netherlands.
This 16k check can't come soon enough for me. I think that's going to tell us how this race is going to unfold.
The next man to start will be Tony Martin from Germany. He really has been the man of the moment this year in the time trial. He got the bronze last year in Geelong in Australia, and he got the bronze the year before in the World Championship time trial. Is this the year then for Tony Martin to become the world champion? He's certainly got the form. Martin rolls away for the start of his test.
Won pretty much every time trial in a time trial in each of the major tours that he's ridden this year. Almost gone overshadowed by the general classification battles, but he's been so consistent from start to finish this year. Of course, just finished the Tour of Spain, finished first there. And also in that race was this rider, Fabian Cancellara of Switzerland. Not quite had the year that he's had before. Set the bar very high though, and everybody still believes, because of his history, that he's the favourite for today.
Richie Porte we're looking at as we get another shot here of Jack Bobridge. Let's have a look at Jack Bobridge's continued performance, which is exceptionally polished. This is the 16.2 kilometre split. Fastest there, he is. There it is for you, Bobridge. Look at this, 31.5 seconds quicker than Castrovia of Spain. The final man to start in the Elite Time Trial World Championships, Fabian Cancellara of Switzerland, the undisputed greatest time trialer of all time, 4 times the world champion, gold medal winner in Beijing. And not only is he a superb time trialer, but what a single-day road rider as well. Winner of the Paris-Roubaix, the Tour de Flanders, and the Milan-San Remo. Cancellara of Switzerland, affectionately called Spartacus, rolls away and gets a huge ovation.
Well, great course for him this year. He likes the technical side of it. He likes the fact that it's flat and powerful. I think despite not being at the top of his form, it could be good enough. Challenges could come from Wiggins, could come from Martin.
Looking once again here at Bradley Wiggins. Well, he's posting good times here already on the course. We're waiting for the next time split at 16.2 kilometres. Fastest is Jack Bobridge on 18 minutes 37 seconds. But Wiggins, former British time trial champion but current British road race champion, is going well. There we are. Bobridge is shown as the leader, but Tony Martin is already being flagged up as 2 seconds faster than Bobridge. Wow.
Where's Bobridge's time?
Yeah.
I'm not seeing him in that grouping at all.
Bobridge's time for that first split, 11 minutes 58, so it means that at the moment Martin's likely to be quicker than that.
Well, Tony Martin as the favourite on form, Cancellara the favourite of the heart for a lot of these spectators. But Martin must know that this is his best ever opportunity to take the world title. Cancellara slightly off the boil, and a good course for Martin as well. Now being shown as 3 seconds to the good.
This is Larsson of Sweden.
Nearly ran out of road there.
He did.
Pushed it round that corner.
Nearly overcooked it, but he still stayed upright, I'm delighted to say. Back to Bradley Wiggins. I can tell you the coach Shane Sutton is following Bradley's progress from the GB team car.
Beautiful stylist.
Yep.
Looks perfectly at home in this position, doesn't he?
Personification of class, Bradley Wiggins.
Chosen to not use a long tail helmet here because he knows he moves his helmet about, so it's a different style.
Well, the next time split we'll get on Bradley is at 16.2 kilometres. Fastest there, Jack Bobridge, 18 minutes 37.42. Grabsch is the nearest to him on 3.58 seconds. And we're waiting to see the kind of time that Bradley Wiggins is going to record. The
nicely ridden corner there as well. Early
shots I've seen of Bradley Wiggins here, Chris, are very impressive. It's a good positive start by him.
He really has the style, even if he's not going well. Actually, he has the style, keeps the gears low, he's not tempted into over-gearing, cornering nicely here, slightly cautiously, but understandable after that terrible crash he had in the Tour de France this year.
Yeah, we can all speculate on where he would have finished in that tour. He's just podiumed in the Tour of Spain, as we're now getting the running time of Larsson of Sweden.
Well, Bobridge is
Fuslang of Denmark. Getting good support all the way around the course, isn't he?
Just checking our splits here, we can see that Bobridge at the second split, 16 kilometres, still in the lead, but Grabsch has closed that gap a little bit, just 3 seconds in arrears now, and Bradley Wiggins 9 seconds back, so very much in touch there. I think Grabsch, the experience of Grabsch, possibly Wiggins too, might overshadow Bobridge.
And we're looking at Finney. Finney also going well. Well, look at the time now being shown by Tony Martin. Going even quicker here, Tony Martin.
Well, we're just actually having a quick look as well to see where Richie Porte was, who started really well, but is not figuring at any of our time checks at the moment.
He's currently being shown as out on the road in 7th position with his times, but he's not actually coming up in the standings as we now look at Tony Martin. And here is Porte right on cue, so we were wondering where he was. This is an opportunity to see Richie Porte at the first split of 10 kilometres.
21 seconds in a rear, that's why we haven't seen him. He was a little bit further back than we thought he might be. Quite a lot of time to give away at the 10 kilometre mark.
8th place for Porte as we get to Taylor Phinney, and I want to see the kind of time that Taylor Phinney will do. He will be the next man to arrive at that time split. Multi-talented rider, Phinney.
Not had a great year this year, but he's been getting stronger towards the back end of it, and he will have been working towards this event. This is his speciality.
And of course we've still got the arrival of David Miller at that first time split as we get back now to Tony Martin. Martin looking so stylish here.
Well, he's working hard, only 7 minutes into this race, and he does look to be putting a lot of power down, but if anybody knows how to pace a ride over the hour, it's Martin.
Here he is, the most exciting man when it comes to the time trial, Cancellara.
Well,
and he really, he does, but he rolls all over his bike, doesn't he? He's a real crowd pleaser, and he has got the good cadence. So Cancellara flying here as we look at Kirienka. Kirienka, the first of the final group to start. and he is coming into the finishing straight. Let's have a look at the kind of time Kirienka's going to do. Not going to make the top 10 with this kind of split. No, he's not going to get in the top 10. So Kirienka, there it is for you. His time continues to run now. And we're waiting for the arrival of the other seeded riders, particularly this man, Cancellara, at that first split time. So David Miller started 3 minutes ahead of Cancellara, so he must be getting quite close to the first split.
Certainly looks the part. You've got to have a pedal rate there of well in excess of 100 RPM. He looks like he's working hard, but of all of these riders, you have absolutely no doubt that he's pacing his effort correctly. No one has more experience here.
This is Brakovic. Doing a good time, Brakovic. He's running in the top 6 here. He's not going to beat the time of Tuft. See, he's now putting Sargent under pressure. Here he comes. Let's have a look at Brakovic. Well, 4th at the moment for him. Now then, here is Bobrich. Now then, what's he going to do? Look at the style of the man here. This is the completion of the first lap for the young, talented Australian. Fastest we've had is Castrovia of Spain, 28 minutes, 13.9 seconds. Tell you what, he's going to take that apart. I reckon he's going to take, well, what's he going to take off it? He could take half a minute off it here. Here he comes. Bobrich there, 38 seconds faster than Castrovia at the completion of the first lap. The young Australian is flying.
Well, he's good. I would say that his rate of gain has certainly slowed, but he doesn't look like somebody who's in trouble. He looks well prepared for the second half of this race, so maybe this is the moment where he really starts to fulfill some of that promise that everybody has expected him to show. But Martin being shown as 13 seconds up on the road, so he may have paced that first quarter better than the young Bobrich.
Well, if he maintains this, Bobrich was at that first time split in 11 minutes and 58 seconds, so he's going to be there in something like 11 minutes and 45. He has been fantastic throughout the year. He's Bert Grabsch coming up to complete his first lap. Grabsch,
well, he's going quick too.
Yeah, they reckon from time checks out on the road that he's even quicker than Bobrich. So the former world champion, Grabsch, could be as much as 7 seconds quicker than Bobrich. This is an astonishing time trial. It really is hotting up.
Wholly different style here, big gear, ploughing it out, almost looks like he's warming up to get ready for the race, but it belies the fact that he's churning out probably about 430 watts in power there.
Oh, 8 seconds faster than Bobrich. So now then, Grabsch is the quickest at the halfway point, and 8 seconds slower is Bobrich, and really the times of the group before pale into insignificance. Castrovia of Spain third, 46 seconds back, but of course we've now got to wait for the arrival of Bradley Wiggins. He started 3 minutes after Grabsch. The next to arrive at that line will be Gustav Larsson of Sweden, but you are right, the effort by Grabsch, he just levers that big gear over and doesn't move.
Well, it's a good course for if you have a big gear style. If the weather stays dry, and it certainly looks like it's going to now, he won't have any problem through those corners.
Here is the shot of Martin arriving at that first time split, 10.8 kilometres.
Well, he's eclipsed them all there, 11 seconds better, or 14 seconds rather, than Bobrich, so fantastic ride by him.
Flying. So Martin is absolutely flying as we look here at Oliveira of Portugal. Oliveira of Portugal. Well, he's being chased down by Fuglsang of Denmark. We should see the arrival pretty quick now of Wiggins.
Well, at that first check, Bradley Wiggins 24 seconds in arrears at the moment, sadly, and we've still got Cancellara to come through, so that's an awful lot to pull back there, I'm afraid.
4th place for him. We haven't seen the time split yet of David Miller.